I want to get to Cuba because Dana Bash spoke with Donald Trump about Cuba, okay? But here's the thing. The news that people have not been covering, and I've been trying to cover, we did a little bit of it on Substack, but I've been wanting to cover more of this because Donald Trump, according to the reports, is squeezing Cuba, trying to get rid of Cuba, trying to take Cuba over. That's what the reports say. That he is possibly trying to take over Cuba, maybe do a Greenland sort of thing. But the way he's doing it is by squeezing them, by robbing them, so to speak, of their ability to be able to get natural gas and oil to be able to fuel their lives, including hospitals and energy and everything. And so this is a report. I want to play this report, the animated report, to explain to you what is happening. And this was a week or two ago that this started happening, that people started paying attention to it. And then all of a sudden he's on the phone with Dana Bash today, and he just out of nowhere brings up Cuba, which it leads some credence to the reports that this is happening. Now take a look. It's a little bit long. It's not as sexy as people think, not as gossipy or the tea, but it's really important information. So sit back and listen.
For 60 years, America squeezed Cuba with sanctions. But what's happening now is something different. This isn't about democracy. This is about ownership. In January 2026, President Trump signed an executive order threatening tariffs on any nation that ships oil to Cuba. Not a bullet fired, not a ship deployed, just a pen. And it worked. The tankers stopped. Venezuela backed off. Mexico pulled away. Russia rerouted. Cuba's oil supply collapsed almost overnight. What comes next is predictable. Blackouts that last days. Hospitals running on fumes. 11 million people watching their stoves go cold. Their streets go quiet. Their children go hungry. The White House calls it maximum pressure. But look at the pattern. Greenland, the Panama Canal, Canada, and now an island 90 miles off the coast of Florida. This administration doesn't squeeze countries to free them. It squeezes countries to take them. Starve the island, break the government, then move in. And the 11 million people caught in the middle, they were never part of the plan.
You're muted, Don.
Thank you, Andy. That's the report. One quick social media, a reporter on social media, and then we'll get to Dana Bash. Here it is.
Cuba has fallen. That's the news that I am delivering to you today. It has been 15 days since the blockade had begun, where all oil for the oil-dependent nation has been blocked. And though the Cuban government has tried to ration that as long as they can, the fact is they've just timed out. They've ran out of oil. So what we're watching right now is a complete collapse of the Cuban national energy grid. There are pockets of generated power for military bases and bunkers, compounds like that don't help the people. For 95% of the population, over 11 million people are now without power, and that power is not coming back on. Our focus on this series has really been to highlight what's going on for the Cuban people as themselves, not just the melodrama that's playing between the Cuban government and the American administration. And over the past 15 days, the Cuban people have been living through what is essentially an apocalyptic scenario, but only kind of on the precipice. As of today, it goes full-blown apocalyptic in Cuba. We're no longer tracking blackout hours. We're now going to start tracking the survival metrics, water access, food spoilage, and of course, cholera outbreaks.
So there you go. And that is another report from Cuba. There haven't been many reports in mainstream media. Some, I have to give them credit, but not many. And then this morning, Dana Bash, my friend, former colleague, speaking to the president, he brings up Cuba out of the blue. This is going to be a Greenland situation. Watch.
He quickly turned to Cuba. He said, without being asked, Cuba is going to fall pretty soon, by the way, but Cuba is going to fall. They want to make a deal so badly. And I asked, how so? He said, they want to make a deal, so I'm going to put Marco over there, and we'll see how that works. But we're really focused on this one now, meaning Iran. We've got plenty of time on Cuba.
So I'm just trying to figure out, that's what a bully does. What does Cuba have to, what threat is Cuba to the United States? Cuba has something that he wants, land. As we know, the best way to get your face on Mount Rushmore or something like that is to have the United States acquire and have more land mass, because most of the presidents who are up there, that's what they did. So Donald Trump is on a mission of some sort to acquire land for the United States, to take over countries, land masses, governments. He said he wants to decide who's going to be in charge of Iran. He wants Greenland. Unbelievable. So you see the economy's in the tank, in the shitter, pardon my French, a loss of 92,000 jobs in February, as compared to Joe Biden, the last 13 months of Joe Biden's administration, which was 1.4 million jobs. Donald Trump, in the same amount of time, has only done what? Added 198,000 jobs to the economy. This isn't Trump derangement syndrome. This is the truth. Donald Trump is horrible at governing. And he could be the death of us if this continues in Iran. This is a quagmire. The reports are saying now, Donald Trump said, well, maybe it's going to be 4 weeks. The reports coming from inside of the administration, according to sources, that it could be until September that we're here. The last time we did this, it took us 20 years to get out of Afghanistan. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. Your support means the world to us. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe so you never miss a show. We're live every weekday at 10 a.m. and 5 p.m. Eastern Time, with new clips dropping at 2 p. and 8 p. And if you want even more Don Lemon Show content, join the Lemon community. Members get exclusive posts, behind-the-scenes videos, and live chats just for you. So hit the join button or visit our channel page to sign up. Thanks again for all your love and your support, and I'll see you next time.